Hey little guy, I don't know what happened to the sound on the last video. Hopefully this one will be okay. Nobody moved here, but it sounds like there was all kinds of moving it around. Anyway, this book is called Gusts and Gales, a book about wind, and this is nonfiction. So it's a different kind of book. It's not a story, but it's a learning book. And there's a professor of meteorology and climatology and so on in the authors or advisors. And this has a table of contents. And let's go on with the book. Whoosh, the wind sweeps in, leaves and hats go flying. Where does the wind begin? That's a very good question. I don't know the answer to that, so I'm going to learn too. How wind begins. Wind can begin in mountains or valleys, oceans or forests. Wind begins where warm and cool air meet. Okay? Where warm and cool air meet. Oh, now that's making a little more sense. Oceans and land heat up during the day and cool down at night. Well, that's very true because even the land, it was very warm today, and then this evening when I went out, it was cold. Warm air expands and cool air shrinks. As air warms and cools, it rises and falls, sinks and stirs. Wind is born. Global winds. Global winds are powerful streams of air. Make sure I didn't skip a page. No, I didn't. They blow steadily over large parts of the world. Twirl around on your tiptoes when you're a little bigger. Feel the air rush past your face and fingers. The earth spins every day, and global winds pass over the surface of the wind. Trade winds are one kind of global wind. In the days when trading ships had huge sails to help them move, the steady trade winds swept them along on ocean highways. You know what's interesting? Usually there's not much wind at night, but there's some tonight and I can hear the chimes. Jet streams are long ribbons of powerful global winds. From 6 miles, which is about 10 kilometers, above us, they sweep over the world. They create a pathway for storms to follow. So we're learning about trade winds and the jet stream. Local winds. Local winds blow only short distances. Winds that catch kites, toss leaves, and tickle wind chimes are local winds. So we have local winds right now that are making my wind chimes have beautiful sounds. Beach breeze. People at the beach on a summer day feel a cool breeze coming in from the water. At night, the breeze on the beach changes direction. As the sun sets, the air over the land cools down faster than the air over the water. The air over the land sweeps out to replace the warmer, rising air over the water. People walking along the shore might feel a cool breeze blowing out toward the water. I never knew that. I've spent many a time at the beach, and I never noticed that the wind changed at night. I'm learning something from this book. Hurricanes and tornadoes. A hurricane begins as a group of small thunderstorms that gets bunched together over the ocean. Hurricane winds can roar across islands and seashores at more than 150 miles or 241 kilometers per hour. I didn't know that a hurricane began as a group of small thunderstorms that are bunched together over the ocean. I didn't know that. A tornado is a spinning cloud that comes down toward the ground. It can damage trees and buildings as it rips across land. That's the hurricane, and that's the tornado. Ride the wind. Grab a pretty kite with a long string. Find a large open area with nothing overhead. Run into the field with your kite behind you. Let your kite catch a breeze. Whoosh! Up it goes. You can make a tornado. 2 empty 2-liter plastic bottles, water, duct tape. And the ingredients are, let's see what they do. You fill one of the bottles 2/3 full. Fasten the 2 containers together using the duct tape. Be sure there are no places for water to leak from your bottles. Turn the tornado maker over so the bottle holding the water is on top. Move the bottles in circular motion and watch the tornado form in the top bottle as the water rushes into the bottom bottle. That's interesting. There's no picture to show, so I'll skip that. Fast facts. Wind can be used to make energy. Windmills are used to catch the wind. When a windmill turns, the power of the windmill moves to a machine. Wind is a good source of energy because it is clean and will never run out. There are places in the world where the wind has a name. In Egypt, the desert wind is called Khamsin. In Western Australia, a wind that spins up from the ground and picks up small objects is called cockeyed bob. In Italy, a warm south wind is called sirocco. When the weather turns cold, a measurement called wind chill tells you how cold it feels outside. It's a combination of temperature and wind speed. Even if the temperature is not below freezing, wind chill can make it feel as if it is. There are many fun sports that are perfect for a windy day. Sailing, windsurfing, and kite flying are some of them. Taking a walk and watching the leaves is fun too. Okie doke. So they give you places where you can find out more. But that was good. We learned a little bit more about wind. Well, I'm going to go to bed now, and I hope you have a very nice night and a very long sleep so your mom gets a good night's sleep too. I love you, Isaac. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.